Well, Corey came back to work last night, all excited. You met a really great guy, didn't you?
Yeah, we had met him before. He's unbelievable. Shaquille O'Neal spent 3 hours at his house. Truly made me feel like an old friend. It was quite incredible. He's 7'1" and weighs over 300 pounds, but talking to Shaquille O'Neal one-on-one at his house in Orlando, I found out he's like a little boy trapped in that magnificent body, a body that's been on injured reserve until tonight. What does the league need to do, or what do you need to do to protect yourself?
I'm just going to go out and play hard, and my new motto is chop unto others as they chop unto you.
You hold anything against Matt Geiger?
No, I don't blame it on Matt Geiger. I blame it on Pat Riley.
What?
Because every time he gets a bunch of guys, except for the Lakers, he has them thinking they can play defense. Keith Atkins has never played defense in his life. I went to college when Keith was playing in college. He can't play no defense. Now he's just going around hacking and chopping. So that's what I blame it on, but I hold no grudges.
What have you learned since you've been out? I'm sure it's been frustrating. What have you learned sitting out the last month or so?
I got a lot of things accomplished, a lot of business accomplished. Joined the fraternity.
Will it be tough to come back, especially because the Magic are playing really well?
I'm just going to come in and do my job and play hard. That's all.
Can I see the thumb? Thumbs up, huh?
Thumbs up.
Man, he's moving fast now.
Homeboy rehab.
Homeboy?
I can't tell you what that means, though. Homeboy rehab.
Yeah, I bet I know it. Could be the kiss of death for Utah tonight. Shaq making his free throws in practice today. They'll play the Jazz at 8 o'clock. He won't start tonight, but should see plenty of action. Shaq's missed the Magic's first 22 games this season. Well, it might be hard to believe, but I think I could take Shaquille O'Neal to the hoop, and then my alarm clock would wake me up. But what about a game of 8-ball at his house? I tried it for today's playground.
For this week's playground, I'm going to teach Corey how to play. I admit he was beating me at first, but I got 3 shots left. If I miss any of these shots, the game will probably be over. You got to tap him.
You're not nervous?
Hello. The game will be over right here.
This is a big shot. Oh!
Hold it.
Here we go, Shaq.
I did that on purpose.
Don't you scratch. Don't you scratch.
You gotta call the 8-ball, man.
All right, 8-ball, corner pocket. This is to beat Shaquille O'Neal for this week's playground. Oh, hello.
He scratched.
No, I didn't scratch. I didn't scratch.
He scratched. I won. All right, he beat me this time. There's the playground.
We have much more in that interview. I asked him to compare himself with Deion Sanders. He also says he thought about playing another sport. We'll tell you about that next week.
All right, thanks, Corey. Well,
when did you first know that you were going to be a star in basketball?
I never knew. I was always scared.
Shaquille O'Neal!
I always heard a lot from critics that he's going to be the first pick, he's going to be this, he's going to be that. But I never truly believed it.
Shaquille O'Neal from Louisiana State.
I always used to listen to other people. Oh, you might be big and all, but everybody else is big in the NBA too. So when you get to the NBA, you ain't going to do nothing.
That's one we haven't seen.
I still think that I'm not a star. I'm just lucky. You're the star. Got a nice job, got a nice suit, nice basketball tie. You
like
get
that?
a shot at that tie, man.
You still have that little excitement about being a kid inside. How do you maintain that with all that surrounds you?
You just have to learn how to have fun, because if you let all this stuff get to you, it'll drive you crazy.
Do you have a focused goal on what your ultimate thing is?
My main goal is to win a couple championships on a couple conglomerates. I might have made it, but I haven't made it far enough. I want to own buildings, I want to own companies, I want to own restaurants. I want to be an entrepreneur.
What would you say to a kid who wants to be like Shaquille O'Neal?
I would tell him not to be like me, but to be better than me, so the world can be a better place.
Who's the greatest player to ever play the game, in your opinion?
At what position?
Center.
Center. Gotta give it to a king.
Finger roll, no good. The tap, it's good. The Rockets 120.
Best team ever. I don't know. Lakers, I guess.
You ever thought about playing another sport besides basketball?
I could play baseball, I think.
What position?
Pitcher, first base.
Deion Sanders, as you know, maybe you don't know, he's from Fort Myers. He is a megastar. He is huge. Would you compare yourself at all to Deion Sanders?
I'm similar to Deion Sanders in many ways, but I'm not in this business to compare myself to any other player. I'm just in it to have a good time, play hard, and just do the best that I can do. And I'm just glad to be in the same name frame with Neon, Deion, Jordan, Emmitt Smith, you know, Mike Tyson, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Who is the ultimate dream girl?
The ultimate dream girl? She knows who she is. I need not say any name. She knows.
Shaquille on the lob.
Grandpa Shaq, tell us how basketball used to be.
All sport.
Are you real?
Yeah? Let me see.
All along, Corey Kessler has promised me he would do this. Tell Shaquille O'Neal to his face that he could take him to the hole. Today he got his chance at Shaq's house for an exclusive interview.
What if I told you I think I could take you to the hoop?
I said you'd be lying.
You say I'd be lying?
Yeah.
You think Corey Kessler's a liar?
No, but I know your game. George Mason, walk-on from New Orleans.
That guy is a crack-up.
Corey and Shaq one-on-one at Shaq's house in Orlando.
It's an outstanding interview, Corey, pulling out all the stops, and of course we'll be showing you much, much more of that interview later this week and then next week.
All right.
Looks great.
No wonder Corey's so excited today.
Excited.
Here's a sample of how Shaq deals with the distractions of stardom.
How do you keep all the distractions away? I'm sure there's partying all around.
I don't, I'm a focused person. I take care of my business first. And then me being a 23-year-old young man, I you know, go out, have my fun or whatever, but I take care of business first. Whether that's with Reebok, with Pepsi, with basketball, with rap music. All my business is taken care of first. And most of the time, my business takes so much of my personal life that I don't even have time to do anything. I'd be tired, so I go straight to bed. But I don't believe in distractions. Sorry, the Bat Cave is ringing. Sorry.
That's all right. We have to make a phone call?
No.
That's the strangest pager I've ever heard.
I don't know what that was, but I think he's down in the Batcave with Commissioner Gordon.
Batcave. Yeah, I guess.
At 11. He was a #1 draft pick. He's won a conference title and a scoring title. But this week, Shaquille O'Neal finally accomplishing one of his lifelong dreams, a one-on-one interview with Wink Sports' Corey Kessler.
When did you first know that you were going to be a star in basketball?
I never knew. I was always scared.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I always heard a lot from critics that he's going to be the first pick, he's going to be this, he's going to be that. But I never truly believed it.
Shaquille O'Neal from Louisiana State.
And I always used to listen to other people. Oh, you might be big and all, but everybody else is big in the NBA too. So when you get to the NBA, you ain't going to do nothing.
That's one we haven't seen.
I still think that I'm not a star. I'm just lucky. You're a star. Got a nice job, got a nice suit, nice basketball tie. You
like
get
it?
a shot at that tie, man.
You still have that little excitement about being a kid inside. How do you maintain that with all that surrounds you?
You just have to learn how to have fun, because if you let all this stuff get to you, it'll drive you crazy.
Do you have a focused goal on what your ultimate thing is?
My main goal is to win a couple championships on a couple conglomerates. I might have made it, but I haven't made it far enough. I want to own buildings, I want to own companies, I want to own restaurants. I want to be an entrepreneur.
What would you say to a kid who wants to be like Shaquille O'Neal?
I would tell them not to be like me, but to be better than me, so the world could be a better place.
Part 2 of that series is tomorrow. Today's visit to the playground, we go back to the City of Palms tournament.
Yo, man, this is Shaq O'Neal. When I'm chilling out on the beach at Fort Myers, I like to watch Wink Sports with my main man, Corey Kessler.
How'd you like to rap with the Shaq one-on-one? We spent 3 hours with him at his house. He talks honestly about Deion Sanders. He tells us who he thinks the best player in the NBA is. And he's got another sport he loves. Wait till you hear what it is. And who's Shaq's dream girl and what's in his future? Join me, Wink Sports anchor Corey Kessler, for a rap with the Shaq one-on-one Monday night on Wink News at 6.
Listeners saying what...
I was service when I was 25, and started working on the courts and opened up a restaurant bar business. And I worked a lot of times weekends showing people how to maintain courts, how to put material down, how to put lines down, and how to regulate and control the pitch and fall of the water off the court.
You're very detail-oriented when it comes to these things.
Yes, because you don't want to be coming back and doing the same court over in 5, 6 more months. I came down here 1980, sold my restaurant and bar business, and I've been working 15 and a half years maintaining courts here. I worked at the Fiddlesticks Country Club about 6 years total. I worked for Hang Jungle Park Meadow Tennis Club for 3 years before that. And I worked Sinister Sanibel Harbor a little better than 4 years. Worked at Terra Verde Country Club 2 years. And I'm here now at the Fort Myers Racket Club. Fifth Armors asked me to come over and help him get these courts shaped up. He took the courts, 8 clay courts and 2 hard courts from the city. And it's hot work, hard work, but I love being outdoors. I like to maintain my physical condition. And I have 3 sons and 3 daughters, and they are always challenging me. And it's a good feeling to be out. And people come out, like yesterday, they came out and says, oh my goodness, he's going to do the whole court. Oh, it looks good already, and we don't even have the tapes down, and we don't have the nets up yet. And so I feel good about it. It's a challenge. And so it gives me a chance to play some tennis too, but not much tennis when I'm working on the court.
Yeah.
But
I got to ask you, you mentioned your physical condition. You're 79 years old, right?
In 2 months, I'll be 79, yes. I just got back from 5 months in Dayton, Ohio, and 3, 4 clubs asked me to analyze the condition of their courts. I went up there for vacation. I ended up going around doing some analysis on their courts. But I played a lot of tennis. 5 months, I kept a record of my play. I wanted to catch up on my game because I'm going to be playing some seniors. At least when I'm 80, I would like to be playing in 80 and 85s. That would give me another year to work out.
Are your sons, you have 3 sons and 2 daughters, you said?
3 sons and 3 daughters.
3 sons and 3 daughters. Are any of them in as good a shape as you are?
Well, my 3 sons are, yes. I'm the smallest of my 3 sons. I have a son 54 years old. He's head of Arby's in 5 states, lives in Scottsdale, Arizona. He's the one I've had a difficult time keeping in touch with. Then I have a 31-year-old son who's with Chicago Title, was a mortgage loan officer in a bank in Dayton, Ohio. He's 6'2", weighs about 235. Then I have a younger son, 28 years old, who's 6'3", 6'4". He's about 180 pounds, a good athlete. So they've helped to keep me in shape, and I've done some nice things for them. And it's very rewarding to go back and see how they progressed physically and financially. So